Hello everyone, welcome back to the ChinWag Podcast, Season 2. We're kind of doing a sequel to one of the other episodes we did this season with Jared, who we've got Jared here again.
Hello.
Hi. And Callum.
Hello.
Okay, so
it's me, Tom.
Me, Matt.
Me, Luke.
Yeah, so we're doing Conspiracy Theories Part 2. Callum, are you a fan of conspiracy theories? What's your opinion on them in general?
I don't really know many. I sort of I got like a shallow knowledge of
base knowledge,
a
yeah.
few,
baseline knowledge.
but
Baseline.
I think that most people who believe in them are just a bit stupid, to be honest. Like, there's some like proper conspiracies out there about like real ones that are actually bad, but they don't get any media, so they don't know anything
Yeah,
about
there's
them.
probably some that are true, aren't they?
Well,
Like,
shall we?
I mean, there's
politicians and
things like,
stuff.
was it MK Ultra that actually turned out to be
What's that?
true?
Oh. I don't know who that is.
While Luke looks that, I have a question, by the way. Is
Yeah.
it bad to try and make your 6-year-old nephew believe in flat Earth on purpose?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, we didn't do Flat Earth
I was
last
trying to
time. What?
convince him
Wait, did we not?
that
No, we
flat Earth
didn't.
is
We
real.
didn't touch flat Earth.
Oh,
That's fair. What about dinosaur Earth?
Okay,
I don't
so
know.
flat
I was
Earth
just-
gone.
I was just trying to mess
I've
with him.
heard, right, from a flat Earth argument video I saw once. Apparently, the other planets are different flat planes that are off from the side of our flat plane. Like, they're just like islands. Like, apparently, like they're like islands in a sea. That's what other planets
What,
are.
and this space is the sea.
And the space is space. You fall off the edge if
But-
you don't get to the next planet.
They all believe in
So it's like
different
when you go
things.
to the
though.
end of
What?
Minecraft.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're not
like,
a
yeah,
united
exactly,
front,
yeah.
are they?
Yeah, like some of them believe that
Skyblock.
Antarctica circles it and you can't fall off. Others believe you can. Some believe in a dome over the Earth.
I've heard
Some of them believe
yeah.
all the planets are flat. Others believe they're all round apart from Mars. Like,
I've heard one about dragons that circle the end.
that's brilliant.
Yeah, that's why people don't come back from the end of the earth, because the dragons get them, you know?
I mean, that's just Minecraft, isn't it?
The
It's
thing
just
is, though,
dragons
if
in the
you
end.
get a piston and you hit one of the eggs the dragon lays, then you get to keep it.
Literally, yeah.
Take it back with you.
But there's a whole
So-
thing. So if the Earth is flat and it's a disk, there's a whole thing that if it's spinning in an orbit and you have something called gravity, then your gravity is going to be more centrifugal than it normally is. So it
Yeah.
means that gravity, as you get to the end of the disk,
the
increases.
idea
would be
is that
strength.
the idea is that the Earth. I think the argument that they make is that the plate itself is moving upwards at 9.81 meters per second,
Yeah.
which gives you gravity.
Oh,
It's
so
moving
it's,
up.
it's going up,
It's
which
going
is pushing you
upwards.
down.
It's like
Just
gravity's
pushing you
relative,
down.
yeah.
So you are there, but this plate is pushing up on you, which gives
yes,
you
Jared.
So may I ask a question?
Yeah, yes, you may, student.
So you know how we talked about the alien thing and not finding any life?
Yes.
What if the reason why is because of the Earth being flat? It's actually made up the whole universe, so there can't be any other planets or aliens because the Earth is just
the earth is so
expanding
flat.
constantly because it's that
Yeah.
flat.
Or if you look at the Earth from sideways, then
You
it's
get-
invisible because
Yeah.
it's a disk.
Flat.
I wonder
Yeah.
what is the bottom
You can put
of
it
the
in
earth
like a CD-ROM.
If it's flat, if it's flat, right?
It
You
fits
keep-
into like a galaxy.
Well, some believe in like you just got a rock underneath. Or have you seen like Terry Pratchett? I've read too much Terry Pratchett. That's a flat Earth. But it's supported by 4 elephants just stand on the back of a giant turtle.
Whoa, that's
So yeah, if
like,
that's true, I'd be
that
with
Pokemon that has like all the trees on its back. That's like the whole
not
earth.
tortilla.
Tortilla.
You looked into my eyes as you
Tortilla.
said that. It felt
cheers,
really
you.
emotional.
It was.
What I don't understand about flat Earth is that when you have people who have telescopes and they look up, do they believe?
Well, they can't
What
see
are the
like the
planets?
Earth
Big
from the
Al says
telescopes,
dogs
can
can't
they?
look up.
This,
Please
Yes,
say
they
you know
can.
that reference.
well, a lot of them believe that
I was going to say
Every
statistically.
every planet's round
Big
apart
Al.
from Mars.
Says
Big
dogs
Al.
I was going to say
can't look up.
that's just weird. I mean, statistically
Oh my
speaking,
God.
I'm sorry.
I mean, statistically
Oh,
speaking, the people
disappointing.
who have telescopes are astronomers who actually know the truth.
Statistically,
That
people who can afford a
Earth
telescope
is
are
a
not
ball.
people who believe in flat Earth.
Yeah, but
'cause
if
they're
you buy a
educated.
telescope and you're a flat earther, you're just going to confuse yourself more. Because if you try and look down at the Earth with the telescope, it's going to be like even more zoomed in. They'll be like, "Oh, it's proof this is flat."
People who believe in flat Earth have never been to the seaside because they can't. Because you know when you're at the beach and you can see like the slight.
You
curve
can't.
of the
You
Earth.
can't. You can't.
can't.
That's
No,
a,
that's
that's
not
a
true.
key argument.
Okay,
they
okay,
use.
fine. What about a desert?
Because
No.
people like you, Tom, say
Yeah,
that you
people
can
believe that's
when
right.
you can't, and they know, and flat Earthers cling onto that fact. So each time they say, "Oh, is that the only thing you believe, that the Earth is round?" and they go, "Well, that can't be true because you can't." I think you have to be a certain height, higher than what aeroplanes fly, to actually see the curvature of the
You
Earth.
can
Yeah.
in like the
The-
salt plains. You know
the-
the salt plains in Botswana or whatever it is.
I don't think you can.
They see it in Top.
Not from that how high you are.
No.
It's-
Top Gear
yeah,
has
it'd be
been
like
edited by Flat Earthers, like a
the
Wikipedia
heat triple it
article.
would be.
There was a story where flat earthers spent $20,000 trying to prove that the Earth is
Yeah,
flat,
they
and they
did.
actually proved it was round.
Yeah.
But they still exist. So what does
And
that mean?
I guess they just disproved.
Oh, I love that guy. What's his name?
I can't remember.
I mean, let's
He
take
went
it up a
on
further
ITV.
notch then. The Earth is actually like the center of the universe, so the whole universe rotates around the Earth instead of the sun
going
being the
back.
We're
thing.
going
thousands of years.
Yeah.
We're going back to Copernicus.
The Earth orbits nothing. Everything orbits the Earth.
Always like the 13th century.
The sun disappears when it goes by, goes
Exactly.
nighttime.
The sun actually reflects off of the moon because the moon is flattened like a mirror, so it reflects off of the moon onto our flat Earth.
Why
I
don't we
actually
just
think
go
the
to the
moon
sun at
emits
night?
light and it reflects off the sun to us.
Oh my
The
god!
moon is the sun, and the sun is the moon.
Exactly. Moonlight.
I believe there's actually a cord
Flat
off
moon.
the sun, and if you pull it, it like turns off like a
Turns out
bathroom light.
That's how they land on the sun. In those moments, they have to turn it off.
You know, when you go into a
You gotta
bathroom,
wait
you
till
like pull
nighttime.
on the cord, and it's like like the little like weird light noise, and it
Yeah.
turns
Yeah,
on.
but
Yeah,
you've also got,
that's what
you've
the sun
also got
does.
that theory that the Incans had that the sun moves across the sky as being rolled by a dung beetle.
Ah,
That's how they used to think that it
giant
happened.
Swole
shite
dung
beetle.
beetle.
No, there's another conspiracy about
massive leg
a
day.
lizard in space or something. There's
Luke.
something in space.
The Queen is
Do we do
No, that's
fan
it
art?
too. The frog is in space. Sorry,
I don't know.
The
The
turtle,
second
the
one.
flying turtle.
Can someone
That's
do
it.
fan art of a swole beetle
They've got the
pushing the
two.
sun?
The Greater Ton.
Huh?
The Greater Ton, the giant turtle in space.
Oh,
Is that yeah?
That's
Yeah.
from It, isn't it?
No, that's from Terry Pratchett.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You read a lot of Terry Pratchett.
Terry Pratchett is actually in space right now.
Terry
He's
Pratchett
he's
dead.
flying around.
started Flat Earth theory.
He did.
He
probably
fueled the
did.
whole conspiracy about it.
Accidentally.
Goes to undereducated people and then tells them the Earth is flat, and then that is how the whole thing spread.
It was actually just a prank on YouTube.
Just a
Frank
prank road.
Flat Earther challenge.
Prank Patrol. Imagine if the whole Flat Earth thing comes out and like the leader of it's like Prank Patrol, bro.
I used to love
It's
that. That
been
was
30
so good.
years, but we got you. So
It's the guy who like brought a real gun to like the YouTuber thing. He like shot someone.
Wait, what?
You know that prank where it's like the YouTuber got banned because he like used a real gun or something, or like he faked his death.
Didn't two TikTokers try and rob a bank, and then they held up an Uber driver, and they called the police? So what happened was they
Identical
held up a bank.
twins.
The police got called. They said they'd let them off, and then they went to another bank and did the exact same thing.
Weren't they twins?
Really?
Yeah, it was a twin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Wasn't it-
crazy. There was this one thing I saw where it was like for a YouTube video or whatever, and they were like, "Oh, I'm gonna block this bullet like with a book."
The Bible.
Like, yeah, they were like, "The Bible will save me" for a YouTube video, and then they just shot their friend.
Yeah.
Like, just, like, it went straight through the Bible, no question.
Like,
I would have laughed more.
you
if they
need to
didn't even
use
shoot
like
the
a
Bible.
hollow point.
Hardback, or was it softback?
I don't know.
It'd be a hardback
Hardback
for
would have
Bible.
Depends on the
survived.
priest.
It depends on the bullet. Like if you use hollow point, it's not going. Probably won't go through.
Nah,
that.
yeah.
It might go through, but you're not going to die.
Oh,
from
sniper.
that.
50
up.
cal.
Yeah,
50 cal.
50 cal
Point-
armor penetrating
point blank
explosive
sniper.
round.
I will
It's explosive.
survive.
The guy actually had a
Green
rocket
tip.
launcher, I heard.
RPG.
Will the Bible stop an RPG?
Just chuck it and
That
run.
sounds like a Demolition Ranch video.
How
How many Bibles will it take to stop a rocket
How many
launcher?
Bibles would it take to stop
yeah,
a
but
nuke?
Ghostbusters on that.
It's from Texas, so it'd never shoot a Bible.
Oh yeah. good
What
point.
if God is a conspiracy theory?
Oh,
probably
I don't
is.
want to go into that.
Yeah, we're not going to touch on that.
Well,
Oh, you
religion just
made me
is.
touch on all those other social media
Okay,
topics
go on,
I
Tom.
didn't want to do.
Yeah.
Give your opinion.
Yeah,
on
give
that.
your opinion,
No,
Tom.
you
Come
gotta
on.
give your
No,
opinion.
I'm waiting for your opinion, Tom.
I
God
think-
does not exist.
Right, yeah, no comment. Before we get some very angry.
I don't understand. Are you an atheist, Callum?
Yes.
You're not an agnostic.
Don't know what
What's
that is.
agnostic?
You believe
where
in
you,
something,
like, go,
but not
No.
what people
It
say.
could be real, but like I'm not really sure. So it's like the, you know,
Yeah,
the
there's
So
no
you
media.
sit
evidence
on the
for it.
fence. You're like, I see the
You're like
good sides
Switzerland.
and the bad sides.
I can see why people did believe in it, but there's no evidence I don't believe in it. It's like there's loads and loads of gods. I just believe in one less than you do. Like,
You know,
Which ones do you
Such
believe
a
in?
legitimate point.
yeah, like you do you believe in Zeus, Thor, Odin, Mars?
You believe in
All those
1%
gods.
of all gods or
They're
whatever.
in Zack Snyder's Justice League.
I've watched the Marvel movie, so I believe in full.
But you don't believe in those ones, but you believe in God. I just don't believe in one more than you do.
Yeah, but there's also the whole values which come with religion, which is
But
really
you,
good
yeah,
thing to
like,
believe in.
No.
You're believing in the corrupted.
see, like,
part of
I
that.
believe like religion has a good intent with trying to push people into being good,
Yeah,
but through history it's been used for bad to
yeah,
control
definitely.
people.
And still is.
Yeah.
But yeah, exactly. Well, I kind of get that point because the whole legitimacy behind kings and queens is that they were appointed by God and they
Yeah.
removed over subjects.
And therefore we're allowed to behead them and hang drink.
Exactly.
And
So-
they're allowed to carry out the will of the god.
Yeah.
It's like how the church used to have a lot of power.
Yeah.
And just be like, I
I don't
that.
understand,
They still
Callum,
don't pay
because
taxes.
God doesn't
you're
like
made
that.
up of billions and billions of years worth of dead stars forming different types of atoms, forming iron, forming stuff like that, and you've come together, and it's culminated in you having a conversation about it. Don't you think that's quite magical that something has caused that?
Science.
I mean, for all we know, we could just be in a
Not
test
at all.
tube right now or an
I
agar
mean,
plate.
Or in a simulation.
Simulation?
Oh, a simulation.
We are the Sims.
But why would the aliens input God into a simulation and religion?
We did
Unless
all
they
this
had their
last
own
time.
It
religion.
happened.
All I'm going to say, we
Well,
got to this exact
Right, it's in
conversation
this-
last time.
I thought it was one of a conspiracy theory. It's not religion anyway.
Oh, exactly. That is a good point.
Oh.
'Cause I
Okay,
could
bringing
keep
it
going on,
back
I could
then
do.
to flat Earth. The reason I think it's such a popular theory is because the whole community is so fractured. You
Yeah.
have different people offering different views, and it's so easy to debunk.
I think
Is it
someone-
being
I
fractured,
reckon,
Earth,
right?
though?
I
Saying the
reckon
Earth
that
is round.
50% of people who are involved with flat Earth theory just are doing it for a laugh, you know? I reckon that like most
Like
of them
Logan
don't
Paul did.
actually
He made
believe
a
it.
whole documentary, and at the end of it, he said,
No, there was a
No,
guy
it was a
who
joke.
no, there was a guy who said we have flat earthers all around the globe,
Yeah.
and then he got chucked out of the society
Yeah.
for it. He basically disproved it.
Yeah,
Which I
flat
thought was
Earth
quite
members
funny.
all around the globe.
We have flat earthers all around the zone.
all around the disc.
Pancake.
Oh, I don't actually believe in the disc. I believe in the rectangle.
It's
Dinosaur.
literally like a map. My first Explorer map.
That's
That
where
is
Dora the
what it
Explorer
is.
came from. Flat Earth theory.
Yeah.
Dora.
Backpack.
What about the fact that celebrities and public figures are often lizards in skin suits? That's a big
often,
conspiracy.
not always. Though.
What about
I
if they're
mean, no,
robots
I don't
though?
think so all of them.
"Oh,
are.
here we go."
Or a cyborg.
This is an article from.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Okay, so this is
His
an article
charging pad.
from The Guardian, and there's a warning on it saying, warning, it's over a year old. It was published on Friday the 23rd of November 2018, and it says that apparently, according to one study, 60% of Britons believe in conspiracy theories.
It doesn't surprise me.
They're all
really.
watching the
Definition.
podcast.
What is the
listening to
definition of a
podcasts.
conspiracy theory? Because maybe aliens.
It's just something which hasn't
About
been
with
confirmed.
60% of British people believe at least one conspiracy theory about how the country is run or the veracity of information that they've been given. A new major study has found.
You can just make a conspiracy wilder than it already is.
Yeah.
You can just
Like-
keep adding.
If someone comes up to you and says, the moon landing wasn't real, just go back to them. You believe in the moon?
Yeah.
You're crazy.
How much do you think it costs to pay for like an actual public figure or like a scientist to actually go along with it? How much do you think it
I
would cost
know a
them?
perfect scientist in America that believes in demon sperm or whatever.
Oh.
So I'm
What?
pretty sure the one that Trump endorses believes in demon sperm, and
That's why he does.
yeah.
Savior of America.
literally. So I reckon that she'd go along with anything we told her.
So like, how much would you have to pay them though? Like an actual professional
No, I
one?
legitimately think she'd just believe it. If we
I
told
think
her.
it'd
Yeah.
be easier to
Probably.
convince them rather than to pay them.
No, I agree
Yeah.
with that. And
Maybe.
Right. Okay. What is this conspiracy going to be?
What's our angle on it?
I reckon
45
something to do with,
degrees.
it's got to be something to do with like figures of authority.
It's a-
It's got to be to do with figures of authority because that's what people want to rebel against, you know, or like not
Sounds
believe
like
in.
doesn't sound like a thing anymore. It sounds like a cult.
Exactly. We're
The people
Are
need
we doing a
meaning.
conspiracy or a cult? That's
Bit
the
of both,
question.
you know. I reckon like Boris Johnson is secretly from Mars.
Oh my God, no.
Nah,
Nice.
it's never going to fly.
Not
No.
gonna fly.
Boris
Too
Johnson
wild.
is actually
Hey,
a
I've got
Slovene.
Wow.
I've got some interesting theories for you, yeah, and we can just get back onto that. So, has anyone ever heard of WebDriver Torso?
No.
No.
So, WebDriver
No.
Torso is a YouTube channel that started to upload YouTube videos. It was created on the 7th of March 2013, and over the course of its existence, it posted 624,774 videos. And they were literally just pictures of red and blue squares accompanied by beeps. And they were just different photographs of these squares with just different random beeps. And everybody was freaking out about them, and they were trying to say, oh, it's the
You'd be
Illuminati,
tuned.
or it's everything else, or it's somebody's trying to say a message, or there's somebody trapped inside the internet and they're trying to get out.
That's a great one.
Jen, it's the internet.
It's located in Big Ben.
They keep it in Big Ben. Yeah, the Hawk says it's okay.
And it turns out that it remained a popular mystery until YouTube acknowledged that the channel existed, and it was their channel that they'd made, and it was used as an internal testing utility to test YouTube.
The thing is, that just makes sense though, doesn't it? It's like, yeah,
that's way too
it's
good
like
to be true.
You know, when old-fashioned TV came on, and it would have those different coloured stripes, and it would make the beeping noise. So it's exactly the same thing. It's just like, that's how you test picture quality and sound.
I think we need to take something so obvious and turn it into a conspiracy.
I agree.
Yeah.
If we were going to make a conspiracy,
Like
it's
grass or something like that.
Nah, because that's too.
You need
obvious.
something that not many people have experienced.
Yes, something that not many people experience. Something to do with or a
Happiness.
figure of authority.
Depression is
It's like
the true happiness.
something like fluoride in the water is like what makes us see the world as
Turning
it
the
is.
frogs.
Like happy few pills or whatever it is.
That's very original, Tom. Let's go with that.
Like,
heard
I'm
of that
not
one.
going to endorse any of these. I'm just going to
I
sit
think-
no, but
here.
look, we're hypothetically
I
making
think
our own.
that AirPods
I'm just going to sit
actually
here and
cause
watch the
cancer.
computer and leave
If
you
you
to...
don't, if as long as
AirPods
it's
can
not
turn you into
medical, then you can
Cyberman.
do.
Oh mate, that's where the original AirPods
Yeah, I
came
know.
from.
Each time I see people with AirPods now, I'm like, it's happening.
Does that mean they're gonna
It's
like
happening.
walk into that big machine and like
Could
become
do.
either
Low budget machines.
The Apple Store.
the Apple Store when your phone needs a repair?
You get upgraded.
Oh no, that's
You
when
have
you
6 years for. By
when
the
you
way,
break
guys.
your AirPods or lose them, they have to like upgrade them to a newer model that goes further into your brain.
To be fair, that Elon Musk thing looks awesome. You know I can't remember what it's called, but it's like
His
it
Sidemen
looks like a
facility.
hearing aid, but it like transmits data to your brain.
I wasn't.
Wasn't
Yeah,
there
that's
like
like
a Neuro chip
cyborg
he's
stuff.
making?
Elon Musk wants to do cyborg stuff.
Honestly, if the opportunity came up, I would allow myself to be turned into a cyborg.
Better
Really?
than
You want to be
AI.
Zuckerberg's?
Yeah, man, I
No,
would
he's
accept
freaky.
brain implants. I'd accept like
Until they control you.
robot arms.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome.
He'd be someone's
I
puppet.
feel like you could do an Elon Musk Netflix series, but like you know how like Always Sunny it has at the beginning is like
The gang.
the
does-
gang it's
Yeah.
like Elon Musk does this.
Oh my god!
As a
yes.
Netflix series.
Elon Musk sends his car into space.
do, do, do,
Oh no,
do,
that
do.
could be season 2 of Mr. Jenkins.
Oh
Mr. Jenkins goes to.
Honestly, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is the greatest TV show, one of the greatest TV shows of all time.
Have any
There was like a
of
few
you
episodes
heard
where I
of
was
the
like-
bloop?
Yeah, some of them weren't great.
Yeah.
Bloop, yeah.
No.
I don't know if it's conspiracy or not, but it was picked up. There's this really loud noise in the ocean, and it was louder than. It was like a whale noise, but
Whale did a shite.
the
Godzilla.
but the sound of it, the frequency and intensity of
drowning.
it, of how loud it was. When they'd done some maths to try and find out how big the animal was, it was huge, like twice the size of a blue whale.
Oh,
You
yeah,
heard of
like
it,
the
yeah.
megalodons and like
But-
they're just.
but
We haven't
megalodon-
explored all the ocean. We've explored like
Not
30% of the ocean.
megalodon,
so
but it's
like-
like
It's because the
I
pressure.
think
gets
it's a
too much.
hybrid between a blue whale and like a humpback or something.
But there must be 2 of them, otherwise how does it exist?
No, they think it's a hybrid between two others. That's the only explanation. Or it's just a
Freezing
mistake in the
It's like that
Recording
guy
recording
who's
software,
8
yeah.
foot or something, 9 foot, and you've got a whale, which is.
And then you're that
Yeah,
little
huge,
girl who was in
yeah.
American
I
Horror
reckon-
Story.
I
It's
reckon,
like
right, there must
3
be some
foot.
like
Yeah.
you know
really
we have
small.
never explored the bottom of like the Mariana Trench or whatever. There's probably some like
I think-
giant sea creatures.
Hasn't 3 people been down there?
I thought that we had.
James Cameron has. He used it for inspiration.
No,
They
it's
filmed
actually a
Avatar
thing.
there.
Yeah, that's actually a thing. James Cameron had a little submarine and he went
Oh
round.
no.
I thought that was a South Park
He went down there
episode.
for his inspiration for his next films.
Yeah, and he went to see Titanic. James Cameron.
I thought that
That's
was a
like in
South
my
Park
own
episode
French.
where he did that because he was like raising the bar.
Yeah, it was. It was a great episode.
Yeah.
But I thought it was based on a real life occurrence.
James Cameron has been to the bottom of this.
He has. Let's go.
has?
He has.
James Cameron. And then he's even on a Family Guy, I think.
James
where, like,
Cameron
they
has been
try
to
and-
Alpha Centauri
Yeah,
already.
yeah.
That's what Avatar
He's been
was.
Interstellar.
That's where Avatar was filmed. And he found another planet.
I'm gonna
It was
Google
all
it
on
now.
location.
James
He
Cameron.
brought a guy up in a wheelchair just to punish him.
That is a
And started
conspiracy.
recording
James
him.
Cameron is from the future.
He's actually an
No,
alien.
no, Matt Groening's from the future. But we
James-
discussed that last
Oh
episode.
yeah, Simpsons predicting.
James Cameron's an alien.
James Cameron is the world's best explorer, I think.
James Cameron.
Do you need a
greatest
theme tune?
pioneer.
Well, yeah, instead of Elon
No,
Musk,
Matt
we could do
Damon
James-
is Matt Damon
James
is the
Cameron
greatest
goes.
explorer.
Yeah.
Because he's been to Mars.
Oh yeah.
Wouldn't it be Harrison
Where's
Ford though?
Matt
Because he's
Damon?
Indiana Jones.
He's been to France. He's been to.
Indiana Jones in space.
Here we go.
That's the next one.
On 26th of March 2012, James Cameron reached the bottom of Challenger Deep, the deepest part of the Mariana Trench.
That's crazy. It is actually a thing.
The pressure got to him.
He went 35,756 feet deep, which is
From
over
BBC.
nearly 11,000 meters.
I once heard that James Cameron moved the tectonic plates with just his muscles.
and a big rope.
It was leg day, so
He had a big rope attached to his little submarine.
You know the ridge in between the North American and European plate? He just sort of sits in it and pushes it
yeah,
apart.
it's like
James
yes,
Cameron made the UK into an island we weren't meant to be.
pushed us away. But going back
Be
to the
free.
whole James Cameron being a bit of a future guy.
Weirder.
What about people being lizards, like Tom was saying? Do you think popular celebrities?
I mean,
can
you
be-
seem very interested in that, mate.
I am very
Are
interested.
you
I
a
wanna
lizard?
hear-
Like a
I could be.
What's
there a
that-
secret code?
What's that place in the woods that they have a camp every year? Or
Oh, I heard about that.
Quite a lot of places.
Oh, there's a big
quite a
annual one.
few.
You know that
between
one
world
place,
leaders and,
Tom,
like,
where they have a camp?
super, I mean, the super, it's like the super
Oh,
elite.
like the 1%ers.
Yeah, and it's proper
Or the
weird.
0.0%ers.
Well,
Oh,
that's
what?
a
Where
camp
like
house.
they like hire people
Yeah,
to
that-
eat them?
But apparently some super illegal shit goes down.
Wasn't that the whole thing with like
Like what?
Epstein's Island?
Killing prozzies and doing coke.
Wasn't that a real
That's
thing?
like a Saturday night.
I mean, there's probably a lot. Of
They have
stuff
like a
that's
private
happening.
island, and then
Yeah.
apparently there's a ton of like videos where like you can see people like trying to call them out for help.
That's so.
That was a
bad.
weird Facebook thing. It's like something Justin Bieber was doing when he was younger. In one of his videos, he was like trying to show like call for help because apparently the Epstein thing.
There was a real thing
Oh,
where
here we go. Is it Bohemian Grove?
I think I've heard
That
of it.
thingy-mabob.
Yeah.
The hell
That
is that?
sounds culty.
Is it?
They definitely pay to like have human meat.
Well,
Can-
do you
that's
think
what
they're
they call it,
cannibals?
long pig or
Cannibalism in the
something
UK
like
isn't illegal. As long as you can get them eat legally.
that. Consensual.
Yeah.
Are you
It's-
sure?
Grandma,
it's all-
you look pretty tasty
I've heard of
today.
it.
It's not
Supposed to be
it's
their little
illegal
finger.
to kill someone and eat them, but if they consent to you eating their meat
I
when they
feel
die,
like that's like the
that's
whole thing.
fine.
You can't drive barefoot when you can.
I mean, if that's the thing though, then wouldn't realistically like
There's-
underage
can't drive
consent be
anyway.
a thing?
Oh yes.
Oh, you
I doubt
ate, you
Bohemian
ate
Grove is
this
anything.
person when they was too young to consent to being
Wait, but
eaten.
if you can eat someone, alright, fair enough.
You
then.
think the 1%ers have
That's
got
just
a
not giving
WhatsApp
him an
group?
idea.
No,
And
it's just
they
it's just a
organise
weird
a
like.
call
No,
every
they
so
don't.
often.
No, I don't. I don't believe
God,
it.
And they
let's
keep
be
on kicking
let's
Mark
be
Zuckerberg out the
realistic.
chat, but he keeps on rejoining. Guys, my phone seems to
back.
be working wrong. I keep on leaving the chat. Fuck, he's back.
Wait, so if we get Luke to consent to being eaten while he's drunk, does that mean we could eat him?
No, 'cause
No,
it's
I
drugs.
because
don't
I'd be
believe
under the
that's
influence
real.
of alcohol, and you can't give
How
consent.
can they prove
But
that?
that's
though?
sexual consent.
How can they prove
No,
that?
it's any form of consent.
Oh no.
How can they prove that
We're
though?
buying into a pyramid scheme.
If he eat you, there's no
Oh,
evidence of you.
well,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
but
if you
therefore,
sign-
if they
if you
have
sign a
if they
contract
have
with-
mimosas at the pyramid scheme brunch, does that mean you?
That's what we should do. We should give Luke a fake contract because he
They normally
probably
give
won't
you
read
free
for
golf
it.
clubs, Luke. Would you like some free golf clubs with the
I'm
pyramid scheme?
not a golf
There's
club.
big
We'll
old
give you a
lot.
nice house in the Alps.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sitting next to
it's
two
buy
people who
into
are
my-
scared of moths.
Buy into my timeshare.
Why is there a moth in the moon?
There's a moth in here because you've got
ChinWag
a
is
light
actually
on.
filmed on the moon.
There we go, conspiracy, boom.
Yeah, ChinWag is filmed on the moon. There you go.
Believe it, guys. I promise.
Is that our conspiracy theory?
Yes.
Oh,
James
look,
Cameron brought us up here.
Here's what we're going to do. I just thought of the conspiracy theory we're going to do.
Go on.
So conspiracy theories are actually leaked by the super elite who want to distract you from the real stuff they're doing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That,
So-
that has legs actually.
That's why it's all over
Exactly. So,
Facebook.
so
Thing is, I don't
Flat
think that's a
Earth.
conspiracy theory. I think that's the truth.
Flat Earth,
Mark Zuckerberg's already
the
doing it.
fake moon landing, all of that has been slowly, like fake evidence is slowly being released by the super elite to just try and distract people from all the stuff they're actually doing.
But that's the whole thing.
Let's
Which
try and spread this.
Russia's trying to do to destabilize democracy.
Yeah, that's real.
See, it could necessarily it isn't a conspiracy. It's real.
We should just all
Conspiracies
become
can be real. They
fascist.
can.
Yeah, like the CIA gave crack to the ghettos. Like that's a conspiracy, but it might be real.
Probably is.
Oh, like MK Ultra, that turned out to be true, didn't it?
Let's try and.
There
make
probably is a lot more of
conspiracy
those like files
theories.
that have
So
been like
conspiracy
only
theories
just
are just an invention to cover the
unclassified.
truth.
Your conspiracy theories
If you want to
are
believe that,
spread
you
by
can
the
believe.
super elite to try and distract you from.
What
Just
if-
try and distract people from what's really going on.
What if there was like a thing where it said like it's a fact, either all conspiracy theories are true or all of them are false, but no one knows which.
Oh, we're getting behind the whole psychic of why people believe conspiracy theories.
And this
Why
can link
do
in
you
with what I
think people
said.
believe in conspiracy theories?
Bored,
I
stupid.
think people are just uneducated and want to
Yeah.
believe in something that they think makes them look smarter against people who believe in the norm.
Yeah. And they
Yeah,
can
but if they
argue.
truly want to be smarter and there is a scientific opinion that's held by everybody in the scientific community, like that a world is round or vaccine or...
But then they're just going along with the norm, and therefore they think that degrades their opinion because they want to have the unique opinion, making
Yeah.
them look smarter.
It
A lot of
could
people
also
just
be
look
they want
different.
something to believe in because they have no
Yeah.
purpose.
Probably
Yeah.
have no purpose in life.
That's why cults are formed. Because
Pretty
people
much.
have no
I
purpose
still
and they
think
just
our
kind of
cult would
believe
be
in it.
better than that, though.
Well, yeah.
Our cult will be pretty
We'd
awesome.
choke on the purple mustache.
Yes, the believe in the mustache. It's like Far Cry 5. That was a pretty bad cult though.
No, I think I saw a lightning bolt in the distance.
I thought I saw one over there as
Lightning.
well.
That really confused you.
Yeah,
You just staring at
over
them.
there.
All I'm gonna say is, if you did legitimately see a lightning bolt, we should probably stop recording at some point, considering we have a big.
But what if
microphone
Matt's just doing a
stand,
conspiracy theory about
No.
it?
We're covered by this.
and we're
tent.
covered by a tent which is filled with metal poles?
Yeah,
The
but
conspiracy
tents
about the...
You're fine.
fabric. It's fine.
Jared's seeing something.
I feel like I just saw a light flash over there.
If we are legitimately in the middle of a lightning storm,
The
converging.
worrying
Thunder.
thing is that's not the fourth time.
Yeah, I've seen some over there.
Oh.
It's just someone's house. Like, there's no thunder though, so it's not a thunderstorm.
yeah, we've all got headphones on. We
Luke-
probably
It's a
Luke's-
lightning storm. That's what it
No,
is.
we legitimately all
Have
have headphones
lightning
on, so we
without
wouldn't
thunder.
hear the
Okay,
thunder.
everybody take off one headphone.
Because
Take
we are
off
recording-
one headphone. If two people hear lightning,
You
or
don't hear
thunder-
lightning.
Sorry.
You do hear lightning.
If two
You do.
people,
You
if two
do.
people hear thunder, okay, just keep on going.
Because legitimately, that's a lightning rod.
But no,
Yeah,
that's
it's a
not as
pretty
tall as
cool
the house,
lightning
is
rod,
it?
though.
Yeah, exactly.
What we should
Why
do,
would
we
it-
should get
why
an
would it
umbrella
us
and
here
lift this
instead
in
of
the
going
air.
next
My
door?
house is hit
Here
by
we go.
lightning.
Here's a
The TV
conspiracy
blew up.
theory for you. There is lightning outside. What do you think of that?
Lightning's
And,
not real.
and they're
Don't
only
do that.
they're only listening to the podcast, so they can't really tell.
That'd be so cool if we record in the middle of.
My house was hit by lightning. The
Really?
TV blew up. We've got a brand new smart TV.
Ooh.
Second day of having it, lightning hit the fire station behind us, arced into the
Oh,
area with the
Oh, I
TV
saw
pole.
some-
no, I definitely saw him over there as
Yeah,
well.
and blew the TV.
Wait,
up.
so it's in two directions.
No, but it would have gone
it
around the
flashed
house.
over there.
Well, it's gonna miss us then.
There's no thunder. It's fine.
We'll hold an umbrella up. Mary Poppins our way out of this.
No popping, y'all.
She would have been a really bad lightning hazard, wouldn't she? She's like flying.
Imagine just some child remains just falling down through the sky, holding onto an umbrella. That's
The
been
child's
fried.
looking out their window. I can't wait for Mary Poppins to arrive. Just
Yeah, I saw something there.
That's cool. I mean, surely.
Why does it sound like we're in like a ghost video now? It's like, guys, there's a ghost over there. There's something moving.
We're making it true.
I'm an adult virgin.
Matt, are you actually a ghost? Did you think I'm an adult virgin?
No, that's the song, innit?
I thought you said I'm an adult virgin.
Okay, keep going.
Luke's now leaving to check.
Well, we're not going to keep going. We might as well just cut this.
No, I'm keep.
Luke is
There's
leaving
no
the
light.
scene.
There's no clouds in the sky, so
Luke
therefore
is
there's
playing
no
light.
light.
No! Oh, it's all come out. No. Right, so we're back after Luke saw lightning, or we all saw lightning, and we're
Lightning.
kind
Lightning.
I should just
mate.
Hi guys, it's Matt.
It's me.
There was no lightning. There's no clouds above us, so there's no.
So
there's
I
lightning.
just saw a flash, but we're gonna keep recording. We'll see how.
Do you
far
think if
we
there was like a
get.
really you know how like you get movies that are really badly done, like a lot of Indian ones, you just get really bad rip-offs, like fake
Oh, like
Iron Man
Bollywood
ones.
films,
Do you think
yeah.
there's like a
This-
really bad like Cars movie where it's like, I'm Lightning McQueen
Lightning McQueen.
super cockney.
and I'm Mortar.
I'm gonna race now.
I'm
Mate,
I
my
can't
best
do.
mate Mortar.
I can't do a cockney
yeah,
accent.
we gotta look out for lightning storms.
Lightning.
What accent even is this? This is like
It's just-
Australian crossed with London.
Lightning.
So before we
If
get
Steve Irwin was born
before
in
we get
the
too
East
many
End.
complaints, should we make a turn back onto
Hey,
conversation
our one
street?
Australian viewer has now returned to the UK, so we've got no problems on
No,
that
so
front.
we're not offending the Australians. Sorry, I was
I'm
Not
not going to do
great.
any
I
accents.
apologise.
I'm not.
Okay.
What were we talking about? Conspiracy theories, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
About well, while we were off air, we were talking about promoting our conspiracy theory, which Luke here doesn't like the idea of.
It's fine.
Luke really does not like the
About
idea.
how conspiracy theories are made up to promote fake truths. to
Ne'er-do-wells.
cover
Big
the-
Pharma.
Their evil doings.
A super elite leak conspiracy theories to the public to distract them from the illegal and criminal stuff they're doing in the real world.
So does that mean if they leak conspiracy theories, then technically the thing about vaccines causing autism is actually made by them?
Which
Exactly.
means it isn't real, which it isn't.
It isn't
So-
real.
But
they spread
The
that.
vaccines they say don't work could end up being actually
So
ones
this
that
is the
work.
thing. I think that we haven't made that up because I think there's a lot of stuff out there which people believe that people don't want to believe the truth because it may not be as exciting to them or for whatever reason.
Yeah, that's what the conspiracy is. It's more exciting.
Yeah. So
It's like watching like a TV show and it's like, oh, this is a great plot, I love it.
I was
And
watching.
then you get really sad when it ends.
I was watching with
It's like
my
the
flat
escapism.
it was not a few months ago, but I was watching. They were doing tattoo removal, tattoo fixes.
Tattoo Fixes is a quality show that I never watch.
Wasn't
It's
there that
so
really
crap,
awful
but
one
it's
where
so
like
good.
someone's belly button is like a they'd like
Well, I thought what they do is that they make it into something else,
Yeah.
but they
Yeah.
don't. They just tattoo over it, so it's just like getting a new tattoo.
that's a genius
Yeah.
idea.
Some-
Sometimes
Makes
they
sense.
use like the lines though.
Yeah.
Matt, I have a
Yeah,
question.
but
Shows the
sometimes
tattoo.
how are you gonna tattoo with something when it says like your ex-girlfriend's name, or it's just a picture of a penis?
You
You just
Or
you,
it's
you
like
turn it into
extend
an
their name
elephant.
out.
Or
It's choking hazard
What you
with
do-
arrows towards you do it.
Yeah, you can't
How-
make them all.
No, you
nice.
can change it, can't you?
You know
Into-
when people say
Something else.
supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, you just like add and extra like letters onto their
Yeah,
name on
exactly,
either
you make an
side.
alphabet out of it.
Yeah.
But my point was that there was a guy on there, and someone brought up flat Earth or something, and the guy was like, "Oh yeah, that's such a good truth. I can't believe people aren't talking about this even more." And I was like, "Why are you saying this on live TV? This is not good. You should not be promoting this kind of stuff."
But it's also, I mean, it's the sort of person who's got that stupid tattoo in the first place. They've obviously not got.
No, this was the main tattoo fixer who said that.
He has like a flat earth tattoo on his chest.
Tom's hope just died.
My logic is.
The guy,
flawed,
the
sorry.
guy who's on it, he said
The
that.
cool one.
I have a question. How many listeners for you guys to each get like a ChinWag tattoo?
Don't say that.
Yeah, that's
but-
not happening. I'm not getting a
No.
tattoo.
No, you got to do that now to your
5,000.
fans.
No, I'm not.
5,000
Oh,
listens
jeez.
on one episode, and I will get a ChinWag tattoo.
There we
You're
go.
very close on Tom Hardy's beard. Yeah, close on
Tom,
that.
change it quickly. We'll edit out in post.
10,000.
You're less than 2k off for Tom Hardy's
Oh
beard.
shit!
See, the issue is
I'd
now.
get a subtle ChinWag tattoo.
What in your
No, no, no.
arse?
You
I
need
never
to
Just
get
get a
the
mustache somewhere.
Tom.
Yeah,
What you
get
should
a
do?
mustache.
Tattoo a mustache on top of your actual like.
I can grow a real mustache.
Yeah, but just tattoo one on top of it
Show
anyway.
the picture of my mustache.
I wouldn't show that on the internet.
Do you want to show that to the
I'd either
audience?
look like Freddie Mercury, or I'd look like I've walked off straight from World War One.
You know, looking at like your thing now, your facial hair, like it kind of does look like just a mustache
I
from
know,
here
right?
because
It
like
does.
the rest of it's just darkened.
because it's darker here than it is on the rest
Yeah.
of it. And normally it's like only very short, but it's
It looks like you got like
a.
handlebars.
I do have handlebar mustache. I could be Hulk Hogan.
Oh no!
Your brother.
What's the Hulk Hogan say?
Is it
I'm
brother?
here to wrestle.
What? I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
What?
watch WWE.
Where's he from Texas? Yeah.
Let's try and find some conspiracies.
You've yeed your last half, partner.
God.
Sorry, me and Luke are just googling ChinWag Podcast.
Well, I was trying to find how far away we are on Tom Hardy's beard.
From Tom getting a chin.
I think
bag.
that's official, Tom. 5,000 views on an episode.
10,000 views on an episode.
10,000.
And I will legitimately get a ChinWag tattoo.
You have to put a picture of
It'll
it.
be
online.
subtle, but
No.
I will get one. It'll be like a little mustache, you know?
No, you need a massive one.
Or a microphone with a mustache on it.
Say something else.
I'll just get the logo, you know?
a micro penis.
You can get it tattooed onto his actual micro piece.
Wow. Oh, oof. I've been burned. Immortally.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be able to see it then, Callum.
That's true, I would never see it.
What's Tom Hardy's beard?
No one else.
Tom Hardy's beard at the time of speaking, Tom Hardy's beard is at 2,835.
I
But
need
it's
your
got another
consent on a few
300
items to
on other
continue.
What was,
What was
that?
What was that?
Like my phone for some reason picked it up and thought you were talking to it.
Bixby.
Right,
I turned Bixby off and she always comes back on. I've never had her on.
Bixby is
That's a
sentient.
conspiracy. Bixby
Bixby
is
is-
sentient,
The South
yeah.
Koreans
If you
are
try and turn her
spying.
off, she doesn't go off. I swear to God.
Screw.
I'm going to make it.
I don't even have the Bixby command on to like say, hey Bixby.
Screw.
doesn't listen.
I
Matt's,
need your
Matt's,
consent on a few items.
Bixby needs consent.
At least
Stop
it's
it,
wanting consent.
Yeah.
I was going to say, so we briefly spoken about, well, we've somewhat spoken about how conspiracy theories, why people may believe in them. But can anyone give any examples of conspiracy theories which have turned out to be true?
I think Luke can.
MK Ultra.
Yeah.
What is MK Ultra?
So the idea of MK
LSD.
Ultra is that it was MK Ultra was popularized in the 1960s and 1970s, and it was a CIA mind control program.
Is LSD?
Using
Stranger Things.
Oh, I was gonna say, you know, Pineapple Express, where it's like the CIA thing and they're smoking the weed and it's like illegal.
Does that mean that Stranger Things is a true story?
Based on true events.
So the idea was, here we go, on one document it gives an indication to the size and range of the effort of the mind control. Substances which will promote illogical thinking and impulsiveness to the point where the recipient is discredited in public. So the materials which will cause the victim to age faster, slower in maturity.
LSD.
So as far as I know, the idea behind it was that it was a mind control program to see if they could influence the mind of, I don't believe it was their own population, but
Probably was. If this is America, it's probably
Wasn't
their
it done
own
in like
population.
Portland or something?
Oregon. I
Yeah.
know Portland's in Oregon. That's the extent of my knowledge.
I'm pretty sure that's where it was done,
hundreds of
wasn't it?
experiments, which the agency MK Ultra was a secret CIA project in which the agency conducted hundreds of clandestine experiments, secret experiments, sometimes on unwitting U.S. citizens to assess the potential to use LSD and other drugs for mind control, information gathering, and psychological torture. It lasted from 1953 until 1973, details of the program didn't become public until 1975 during a congressional investigation into widespread illegal CIA activities within the US and around the world.
Wasn't there a guy who actually tried to speak out about it? Like he went in and started working for them, then he tried to break the news on it.
That's probably.
Was
true.
that Edward, are you thinking
I
about
feel
Edward
like-
Snowden and
that's
the
too
prison
late, that's
project?
too
Oh,
late.
Maybe, I don't know.
Cool. I've read his autobiography. No.
Okay, so
biography
Probably.
or autobiography.
found this-
Either way.
What's the word for it? It's like a...
page. It's called 13 Conspiracy Theories that actually turned out to be true.
That sounds like, why does that sound like a YouTube video from someone?
It's a
Watch
clause.
Mojo.com. So the 12 on here is that actually turned out to be true. The horror of Project Sunshine.
Is that another CIA thing?
I feel like they're probably all going to be
It's,
CIA.
Project Blue Sky, and it's to do with the song.
Why have I got a feeling I'm not going to sleep tonight?
It's actually playing LSD into your ears. That's why it's so catchy. It's a beautiful today.
Okay, so the
hey.
truth, so the conspiracy behind it was the government was stealing dead bodies to do radioactive testing.
Oh, cool.
They're trying to make
truth-
zombies.
The government was stealing parts of dead bodies because they needed young tissue. They recruited a worldwide network of agents to find recently deceased babies and children and then take samples and even limbs.
That's so messed up.
That is
Each
messed
collected without notification or permission of more than 1,500 grieving families.
Damn.
Is there a conspiracy where they're feeding the royals stem cells because they're meant to regenerate people?
There was a South
they're
Park
all-
episode.
Yeah, there was.
Who
That's what I was-
drinking the stem
It was
cells?
the original Superman
Oh,
because he fell off the horse and had that accident. Then he just started drinking dead baby.
No, you know,
Just drinking all. He
Yeah.
cracks them open.
but that could be a thing. You know,
Crack one open
strongman
for the boys.
Eddie Hall, the guy who
He's so cool.
who did like the 500 kilo deadlift.
He's
that guy.
No, he's the strongest one in the UK, but he's not the strongest one in the world, is he?
He's
The
won it
mountain.
once or twice.
It's because Thor Bjornsson lifted 501. It's kind of unofficially in his gym.
The mountain.
So no, that's kind of disputed. But Eddie has the official record for the
one,
deadlift.
The new one, yeah, he's got deadlift, but what's the name of the really massive one?
Big Z.
Nah, bigger.
Thor,
No, bigger.
God of Thunder?
bigger than Thor. Thor's huge.
He's got a bald head.
They all have bald heads.
Has he got a
No,
beard?
Eddie don't have a
Beard?
bald head. No.
Eddie's got an afro.
I don't know. But no, Eddie took stem cells to regenerate himself because it helps,
Yeah.
and because the Royals, I
It's
don't want to
just-
say
it's
the
a-
Royals are inbred, but they're
It's illegal,
close
though.
to being. Their gene pool is very shallow.
Oh yeah.
Let's say that. So I don't know whether that helps that, but that probably has some element of truth in it.
I mean, it's a real thing. It's just they don't do it because apparently, you have to kill actual babies and the fetuses. So.
Do you?
Well, that's what stem cells come from. It's like an unborn fetus.
No, but you
Yeah.
get stem cells
Does that
within
kill
your
the
bone
fetus,
marrow,
though,
you
do
do.
they?
Well, they'd have to. It'd have to be an abortion
Yeah,
kind of thing.
it's Brian Shaw. Was one of them. He's cool.
Look, how would you gather stem cells?
Here we go. Myths and misconceptions about stem cell theory. Stem cell research, like any field, poses ethical concerns. Where do the embryos come from to create stem cell lines? All of the human embryonic stem cell lines currently in use come from 4 to 5 year old embryos left over from IVF. In IVF, researchers mix a man's sperm and a
most of this.
woman's egg together in a lab.
I feel like we're
in a
kind of
lab
running out
dish.
of conspiracy
Some of
theories
those
is the
eggs will
issue.
become fertilized.
It's only so far
At
you can
5
go.
days old, it is divided to become a hollow ball of roughly 100 cells called a blastocyst, which is smaller than the size of the
True.
eye.
You do get
Right,
more views for being edgy.
conspiracies or
I've got-
anything.
Callum's reading the conspiracy.
It's number 2 on this list.
I got a
Bad
list.
booze. The conspiracy was during Prohibition, the government poisoned alcohol to keep people from drinking it.
That wouldn't, yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise
That's
me.
not
really-
poisoning.
So the truth behind it, manufacturers of individual alcohol had been mixing the product with dangerous chemicals for years prior to Prohibition. But between 1926 and 1933, the federal government pushed manufacturers to use stronger poisons to discourage bootleggers from turning the alcohol into moonshine.
It'd be like antifreeze, wouldn't it, then?
Yeah, so they,
Like
yeah,
how you get
Yeah.
that poisoning.
that's cool though. I think the whole Prohibition was a really cool time in history.
Al Capone.
Like, with the whole speakeasies and booze being cheaper than it ever
It's
was.
very violent.
Yeah, but it was pretty cool.
You get secret cool
And
doors,
the
though.
upsides
I
and
could
the
be we
downsides.
could both be bootleggers now. Not bootleggers, brewers.
Brewers.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
we-
could.
See?
Bootleg brewers.
Bootleg brewers.
I want to learn how to distill vodka.
That's where
You need potatoes.
Yeah.
original
Or
was it,
raki, you can just use leftover food.
was it original rally racing came from bootleggers, or was it like I can't remember a certain type of racing? I think it might have been stock cars or something.
Wacky racing.
Wacky racing.
Was it
Originally came from
NASCAR?
the bootleggers because they'd like make these souped up cars to get away
Yeah.
from the cops, and then
I think
like
it was NASCAR.
yeah, it might be NASCAR, and then they ended up using them as like racing cars when Prohibition was over.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Some really weird fucking flies in here now.
Yeah. Is they hiding from the thunderstorm?
Instead of fresh. I haven't seen any flashes, no.
True.
I saw one.
Did you?
Yeah, but it was only one.
Luke, stop flashing us.
What are the top things on that list, Callum?
So yeah, I'll go through them. So that's number 1 and 2. Number 3 is the first lady who ran the United States. It's to do with Woodrow Wilson having his stroke, which made him unable to lead. The truth behind it is that he did have a debilitating stroke, but they didn't want to tell the public. And so during that time, his wife was making most executive decisions.
Surely, like the second in command, we should be making those
What
decisions.
about the vice president? What's
Like-
he doing? Just chilling.
Imagine
No,
if Ivanka Trump
Just go
ended
to
up running America
yeah.
because Donald Trump.
She
that's
probably
not
just
gonna
send
be
them all
much-
straight to Russia.
Oh, no, if you think about it,
It
in
won't be
the
much
same
worse.
situation, I'm not saying it will happen, but if Kanye West became president, that would mean that Kim Kardashian would be running the country.
I
It'd
mean,
be a bit more public now. So it's
free
not-
surgery for
Yeah.
everyone.
Plastic surgery.
Your mandatory watching of Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Must work. You know, it's like 2 Minutes Hate on 1984. You have Keeping Up with the Kardashians. 2 minutes of keeping up. Keeping up. That's what it'll be called.
Well, so I mean that could mean like many things, but
Okay, here's the best one so far. So it's number 5. The Dalai Lama's impressive salary. So the conspiracy behind it is the Dalai Lama is a CIA agent.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
no.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, wait. Aren't you reading out true conspiracies?
And then the truth behind it is perhaps the reason, blah, 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 is something to do with the 6-figure salary he pulled down from the US government during the 1960s. According to declassified intelligence documents, he earned $180,000 in connection with the CIA's funding of the Tibetan resistance.
He can't live in, or they can't live in Tibet anymore because China has a claim over Tibet,
Yeah, they annexed it.
and because he's viewed as a leader,
you got a castle spell.
he's not allowed to return there and lead
Yeah.
Tibet. So the Dalai Lama is actually exiled somewhere.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
that
It's
is.
mad.
I
At
know
least he's got a
Tibetan.
6-figure salary though.
Living off
Tibetan.
that money life.
He's on Delhi
doesn't-
Island.
He's now running his own day.
He doesn't care if he goes to those
Daily
ATMs that require money.
The Delhi Lama. It's a kebab shop just off in Kettering somewhere.
Next to Millennium Kebab.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
See him behind the till. Would you like the CIA special?
Oh my god.
Would you like to see IAR specials?
you guys are crazy.
They're like there's like a sleeper agent that comes in one day, says the trigger word.
I love how we're talking about episodes of conspiracy theories, and you guys are the crazy ones.
That's our conspiracy theory.
The Dalai Lama's in
Dalai Lama is
Kettering.
in Kettering.
Running a kebab
God.
shop.
The Delhi Lama.
The Dalai Lama.
You know, I'd be even more worried
Can
though if that was a real
someone
thing.
look up where the Dalai Lama, what's he called? The Lama, where does he live? The Lama.
The Lama.
Because I'm pretty sure it's not in Tibet anymore.
That should be a movie. Finding the Llama.
Finding Lama. Can we go on an adventure and find the Dalai Lama?
I don't know. How much would it cost?
At least £5.
at least a
After
seven-figure
your meal deal,
salary.
you can no longer afford it.
Damn it!
Must earn more funds.
I actually spent all of it. That's the sad thing because it was $3.50 for the meal deal, then $1.50 for the Coke Zero.
Oh my god, yeah.
So I wasted it.
Dalai Lama.
Okay.
Dalai Lama Cafe Bar.
Oh my
That's what he runs a cafe and a bar as well.
Stop.
Canada.
35LE. Where's that? London.
He runs a
He
spoons.
does live in Tibet.
This one's got a good name. Canada tried to develop gaydar.
Grinder.
Gaydar, okay, conspiracy.
How does that
The
work?
Canadian government was so paranoid about homosexuality, it developed a gaydar machine.
How would that work?
I don't know, the truth behind it. It really happened is in the 1960s, the government hired a university professor to develop a way to detect homosexuality in federal employees.
That's
What?
fair, not
Yep.
fair.
That's
He
pretty
came
bad.
up with a machine that measured pupil dilation in response to same-sex erotic imagery. The Canadian government used it to exclude or fire more than 400 men from civil service, the military, and the Mounties.
See, that's shocking to me because I would expect that from America. I would expect that from Russia. I would expect that from China. I would not expect that from Canada.
Definitely happens in Russia still.
Wasn't there a thing actually where like pornographic websites would have to like scan your
discriminating
card
against somebody because
if you
of
want
their
to go into them?
sexuality is bad and is illegal.
No, there was some.
Wasn't that a law they were trying to pass?
Yeah,
where
there
like
was
you have
gonna-
to
I
present
think
your
it's delayed,
card.
but yeah, it's basically there's going to be age verification on
Yeah.
explicit websites like that.
That was in the news last year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That'd be so dodgy then, because you can't really tell which website if it's going to be like a fake ad one where it's like, oh, you need to give your credit card details.
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
thing.
God,
they
yeah.
use an
More like a
actual
real
ID
one.
thing, but there was a whole controversy about
scams
it.
could-
How how
Yeah.
you can get scammed by it.
Everyone just starts watching.
But also, they're not known for the high security these sites, are they?
No,
So
no,
scanning
no.
your ID onto them is definitely going to make it end up in
I
the
was
black web.
watching a
You
watching some the other day.
Super hardcore porn.
Luke doing his research.
Okay.
It's just research.
let me
Mum,
finish
it's
my
research.
sentence. Let me finish
Oh,
my
this
sentence.
is some really good research.
Here we go. I was watching a TED talk,
Oh, sure you were.
technology,
Yeah,
education, and
sure.
design, and I was watching a TED talk, and it was about cybersecurity. And this bloke on there, and I'll try and find the video.
His name was Johnny Sins.
TED Talk, titties and golf dick.
Johnny Sins bends me over while I
Johnny
talk
Sins
about
bends
internet
up.
security.
What are you doing, step Luke?
Oh no!
What you
Wait.
do-
Also,
Okay, let me finish the thing. So the TED, okay,
Let me
so it was
finish,
a TED
Tom, let me
talk.
finish.
It was a TED talk, and in this TED talk, he said that porn websites
When to go black,
statistically
don't go
are some of
back.
the safest websites on the internet.
I need
Matt,
to go and verify that.
Matt,
Luke,
stop laughing. Let him finish.
oh no!
So you're telling me if I click on all those ads, are telling me that the hot milk's in my area, it's going to be fine. I've been avoiding them all this
Sarah
time.
actually is 3 miles away from me.
Wait, that package I ordered will work? The dick enlargement
But
pill?
surely,
Grow 3 inches in 2 days.
but surely all those adverts saying, put this cream on your dick and you'll grow, and it will get bigger. Why isn't the guy in the advert got big hands?
True.
Conspiracy
That's what
theory.
he
That's because like you have to like kind of push it in the end. You have to like kind of stuff it in. It's like, you know, Christmas dinner, how you like just kind of stuff a turkey. You have to like do that with the cream.
A little like
Grow your Christmas dinner by 3 inches.
We've all over turkey.
We've discovered from a TED talk there are real women in your area.
That's flat.
It'd be kind of awkward if you actually clicked on that and then you just saw someone you actually knew.
Oh, no.
Luke, what were you saying about?
Oh no,
it
your
being
aunt or
secure?
something.
You get out, you see one of your family members on it. You go, oh, know what you've been up to.
Sweet
Oh,
home
no.
Alabama.
How does that?
This is taking a
How do those
turn.
websites work?
This is not allowed
no.
to be cut out. Is
Get
all
your
I'm
phone.
saying.
I'm not getting my phone.
This just makes it edgy.
I'd have to go on a VPN though because I'm using my mobile data.
You would, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Luke's.
I mean, I could do
Wi-Fi
that.
here.
To watch a TED talk.
TED talk.
It depends where it's been uploaded, Matt.
You know what TED stands for?
Let's not go there.
I have also discovered though that we were talking about the Dalai Lama. It's a real place,
Oh my god, he's
and
done
it's
it.
in Manchester.
The madman's done it.
Salford.
I don't know where Salford is.
Can we go there for a trip to go
Well,
meet him?
Right now.
I was gonna say we
It's
should
going
do
to cost more than our £5 catering trip, though.
That's fine. We can make do.
£10.
Oh no.
£20, I can go.
Kettering Town FC.
So- Luke, please. What were you saying
Luke,
about?
What was this video you was watching then?
And keep talking. I'm trying to find. I'm still trying
You
to
should
find
have a
it.
segment where you ask Luke a really weird question and see what his answer is to it. Just ask him something just
That's
really
a good
bizarre.
segment idea.
Ask him something really bizarre, and then Luke has to try and figure out what it means.
A TED talk safe.
Are they safe for work?
Where's Luke been watching his TED Talks?
I mean, people do upload stuff to Pornhub off of YouTube.
Here we go. Okay.
Do they?
Well, it's like guys
Yeah.
like I took you
There's
in
like
after you
there's
find
like
the
a
right
full
video.
cut of Star Wars: Revenge of the Sith on Pornhub.
Have any?
Oh, sick.
Someone also edited all 3 of the prequel films together and put it on there.
Nice.
Have any of you seen those videos on YouTube? It's like Pornhub comments.
Oh
This
yeah.
They're
is
always
like-
so wholesome, but then you have like
Yeah.
a weird like profile picture.
Okay, here we are. Okay.
And there's
okay.
people who
so I
can
couldn't
verify
find the
this
TED
guy.
talk.
Yeah.
I
Roman
found an
Empire.
article. Here we go.
From the Express. I
From
wouldn't
the
trust
Express.
From Wikipedia.
It's an actual. It's an actual.
That's a lot of adverts on that page.
I don't know. I trust.
One,
I trust
2,
the Express.
3.
Are they
4,
proper pads?
5,
Tom, when are we going to get
6
sponsored
proper
by
Either people within
NordVPN?
3 miles.
NordVPN. Oh yeah.
Or Raid Shadow
it's
Legends?
Sarah.
Casper mattress.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's it called? The shaving one?
Lawnmower.
No,
No, shaving.
Oh, Dollar Shave.
Dollar
Yeah,
Shave Club,
dollarshaveclub.com.
Dollar Beard Club.
Oh,
I'd need that one.
Okay.
I'm going to be more of a mustache.
Oh. Dollar
Okay, here we
Stash
are.
Club.
Okay.
So you get sponsored
go.
by them for your mustache.
But here we go.
picture.
Okay, listen to this. Malwarebytes senior security researcher Jerome Segura recently spoke out to debunk the myth that visiting adult websites puts your PC at risk from malware. The search term iPhone is more likely to result in your PC becoming infected with a computer virus than the search term Viagra, he revealed.
What about
the news comes after the
downloading
revelation
RAM?
If you go on
But
downloading
the thing
ram.com,
is,
it doesn't
searching
actually do
Viagra
anything.
is very different to
Yeah.
going on. to porn
Once when
site.
I was a kid, not a kid,
Unless you
maybe
search for
too
it on
old.
that
Here we
website.
go.
I did try and download
Pornography
video RAM one time.
publishers-
Yeah, download
are about half
moreram.com
the
doesn't do
publishers
anything.
we
It just
work
comes
with.
up with a little like
They
thing
do
and
take
goes like,
security
haha.
seriously.
Right.
This is very different
Speaking
conspiracy
of,
theories.
you know, yeah, but not right. Okay, I was going to go into cybersecurity for a long time. I still may, but not everyone in cybersecurity is completely sane. The guy who invented Kapinski?
Casper the Friendly Ghost.
What is it? No, not what's that?
Kaspersky.
Antivirus
Kaspersky.
software.
For coffee.
Kaspersky.
McAfee. That's it.
You literally said Kaspersky. What are you?
No, I got mixed
You're
up.
making me angry. You're making me so upset.
The guy who invented
That's a
McAfee,
different
right?
Kapinski.
He got
Oh,
really rich off it. Obviously,
Really?
he committed a
Yeah,
murder.
yes.
Went on the run from the police into a different country.
Here we go. Okay,
Oh,
I've
no,
found the TED
no.
talk.
Finish.
Tom.
Finish the story.
You know that guy named McAfee who made Norton Internet Security? Yeah.
Right, Tom, finish it. Right,
I've got another
guy in
prediction. Ask him what's
cybersecurity,
happening.
McCarthy, weird. Not McCarthy.
Yeah.
The guy who
McAfee.
invented McAfee, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy. He started out as a regular guy, right? Got really rich and famous off it, and then he killed someone, fled to an island, has his own little island or something like that, where he started a cult, right? This guy started out in antivirus, and he began his own cult.
And then he changed his name to Kaspersky to confuse people between the two internet
What do you mean he
securities.
started his cult? About antivirus?
No, he killed someone.
About
He's just gone
Viagra.
crazy. He's gone completely crazy, right?
Does he have anyone
Because
with
of
him?
his money, and he's just started a cult now.
And people,
I've
does it have
Tom.
anything to do with the company still?
No, like they disowned him.
Tom,
I
you're
think.
not far off then, because you already said about starting a cult and you wanted to do internet security at
Exactly.
one point.
I should start a cult.
Yeah.
And do cybersecurity.
And then, change your name to something and then name yourself after another brand of internet security and then make a different brand.
Tom Apple.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
Huh?
Our prediction isn't working.
This
Why doesn't it
podcast
work?
is
I
failing
don't know.
miserably.
What
I
do you mean?
apologise to
What do
our
you mean it's
viewers. I
failing?
apologise to the microphone.
It's
apologise
so hot
to the
and sweaty
podcast
in this
gods.
tent.
Think
I'm-
oh.
I'm
I
overheating.
know,
What are you doing, stepman?
Boom, ba-dum, boom.
I am
Boom.
sticking everywhere. Right, Luke, what were you saying about your websites? Not your
Not my
websites, yeah.
websites.
Your
It's
TED
pastime.
Talks.
I think you've had a good laugh.
Okay. Here we go. This is from a TED Talk called "Everyday Cybercrime and What You Can Do About It" by James Line. And here we go. This is what he said in this TED Talk. I'm reading you this from the transcript. Let me give you a quick snapshot of what malicious code is capable of today. This was in 2013. Right now, every second, 8 new users are joining the internet, and today we will see 250,000 individual new computer viruses. We will see 30,000 new infected websites, and just to tear down a myth here, lots of people think that when you get infected with a computer virus, it's because you went to a porn website, right? Well, actually, statistically speaking, if you only visit porn sites, you are safer.
Right.
As long as you don't click on
Because you know what?
locations.
80% of these are because 80% of these are small businesses that get infected. That is the statistic that I found.
Right. Do you know what my favourite fact, right, about, my favourite virus ever? It's this virus, right, where it's called the cup
Don't
holder.
go on these websites. I just found that interesting TED Talk on
Yeah,
cybersecurity.
Right, Tom, what is your favourite
Go on, Tom.
virus?
Anyway. Oh my god. Callum, what have you done to them, you monster?
I haven't done anything. What did I do?
Matt, do you have a pen? Do
When did I do anything?
you have like a pencil?
I do it on my back.
I was like, it's in my back pocket, come and get it.
This is going to take me ages to edit.
This is an NSFW podcast.
No, this needs to be left in.
Matt, you want to come
Be
tell me?
left in.
You want to come tell me about your TED talk in your back
Okay,
pocket?
my favourite computer
Come on, have a
virus
look,
or
Jack.
malware of all time, right? It's like, use this code to install a cup holder into your computer, right? And this doesn't work anymore, but it was back in the day where they had disk trays, right?
Sounds
You'd,
pretty legit.
you'd run this code and it would just open the disk tray
Yeah.
and leave it open, and then
Yeah.
now you've got a cup holder.
That's sick.
I heard of that,
That's
yeah.
insane.
I had a really weird dream last night that my computer got infected with a rootkit.
Oh
I have,
no.
I have no idea why. It was just a really weird dream. And then I woke, and then like partway through it, someone was like, "Oh, you watched too much porn," and I was like, "Oh, that was sad." And I just woke up. That was the whole dream.
Yeah.
We cleared his history straight away the next morning.
Oh no! I,
Running
just,
malware bites as soon as he wakes up.
I got my Bit Defender.
So you're telling me if you had 2
Come on,
computers
Bulldog.
and set one up just to go to multiple porn websites, one after the other, and one just to do random searches, the one that does random searches will get more viruses than the porn one.
Like I say, I don't know.
Let's
I
do this.
found
Why
this
don't
in a
you
TED
know?
Talk.
You should know by the amount of TED Talks you've watched on the subject, Luke.
Yeah, TED
You have
Talk.
very
watched
specific
one
knowledge
TED
in
Talk.
this.
I've watched one
Is
TED
that the
Talk.
only TED Talk you've watched?
I outrank him then. I've watched 3 TED talks.
No, I've watched some
Whoa.
about CRISPR and some about
I've
other
never watched a
stuff.
TED Talk.
CRISPR.
That's the thing where like you can genetically alter babies while they're inside the womb
Crispy baby.
to like make them better.
Oh my god.
Crispy children.
That's where Matt came from. He's a CRISPR
crispy
baby.
bacon.
Yeah. Wasn't there a doctor who got fired from his job because like he did CRISPR
Here's-
on like
here's
some parents?
I
This
no.
conspiracy
It was like an
related.
Asian.
Conspiracy theory,
Oh.
Cal.
Right, no,
Look, I
okay.
Kellogg's and cornflakes were invented to stop people masturbating.
How? What do? You just see
He-
Kellogg's, you're like, oh, I'm
He
just not
put
in the mood
chemicals
anymore.
in it to stop boys to lower testosterone in boys in the hope that it'd reduce their sex drive as it's going through puberty.
How would that work then?
What about
It's
crunchy
through
nut?
chemicals. I'm going to find out.
No, there was a thing.
Shreddies. They were knitted by nanas, but then laced by the CIA.
No, do you remember when Black Mirror Bandersnatch or whatever, you had to choose between the cereal that lowered his testosterone in one of them, so he made all the good decisions. It makes sense.
True?
Now.
I want to play through that again now and see what happens if I choose the one that's not Kellogg's.
I'm not sure if it was Kellogg's.
Kellogg's from Fallout 4.
Oh yeah,
That was an awful fight.
That's weird. That surely can't be true because that's harming at people with.
So what do the different brands of cereal do then? What does like Rice Krispies do? Because it's just got a bunch of kids on the front of it.
That's from Kellogg's as well.
Oh, that's from Kellogg's. Okay, that makes sense now. What about oatmeal?
Oatmeal.
Yeah.
Like ready oat.
Yeah. What does that give you?
Muscle.
Massive penis.
Grow your fridge.
With a cereal.
Back on those websites.
Picture of oatmeal.
This one simple trick.
Okay, here
I
we go.
put this in
the
my
Daily Mail.
oatmeal.
That's what happens when you put bananas in your oatmeal.
Oh.
I know. Apparently, you shouldn't have banana on its own in the morning.
Okay, so
for
here
some
we go.
chemical
Okay.
reason.
Potassium?
Wasn't there's a thing where like if you eat too many bananas, your hands start to go black because like the banana's potassium.
Really?
Wasn't
If
there?
you eat
It was
too
in
many
Rooster Teeth,
bananas,
Tom. That
you
video when they like
can-
opened a ton of bananas. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
And they were saying their
Mario
hands started
Kart.
turning black. Yeah.
Because they did the Mario Kart skid test.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
They saw how many banana skins it would take to spin out a real life go-kart. And it was pretty majestic when it happened.
Okay, here we go. It's on the Daily Mail as well, so it's
No.
semi credible. What do cornflakes and masturbation have in common?
Oh my god.
Mr. Kellogg believes sexual desire caused disease and invented the plain cereal to stop self-pleasuring.
So it's Mr. Kellogg himself then.
So is he like Walt Disney where he's like frozen?
Mr.
Do
Kellogg.
you think Mr. Kellogg's
Oh,
still
right,
alive?
okay. Question. Also a conspiracy, my own thought. What percentage of like 1950s very wealthy business owners are now frozen in some sort of cryogenic vat?
I don't
Walt
think that's
Disney,
true.
Mr. Kellogg.
Mr. Kellogg, Walt
Why
Disney,
is Mr. Kellogg in there?
probably JFK.
But for the majority of those who
He
look
found the
forward-
truth.
He's owned by Nestle.
Mr. Kellogg.
Mr. Nestle.
Nestle are a bad company.
Unless they are a bad
Does that mean
company, they exploit all
Mr.
these
Kellogg
people
is in like a
the rainforest.
matrilineal marriage where he took like his wife's name? So it should be Mrs. Nestle.
Nestle.
Mrs. Nestle.
Yeah. And then she married Mr. Kellogg and he
They
took her last
mistreat
name.
Bean farmers.
But for the majority of those who look
What bean
forward to
farmers
their
do you know that
morning
works at
bowl,
Nestle or
it will come
Kellogg's?
to surprise
See
they
it
were
on the
invented to
news,
stop
see?
people masturbating.
Cocoa
That's a
beans,
conspiracy
cocoa beans,
theory.
and they get paid like
Reverse.
nothing.
I mean, if you want to go do it.
I would pick cocoa
Here we
beans and
go.
get paid good pay.
How much is good pay for you?
10 cocoa beans an hour. I get
Do you-
paid in beans.
You get to like put it in your pocket.
Walk home with a pocket full of beans every day.
One for me, one for Nestle.
But yeah, anyway, so John Harvey Kellogg, who first created this cereal in the 19th century, originally intended it to be, and this is being quoted, healthy, ready-to-eat, anti-masturbatory morning cereal.
To be fair, it's a
There
good
we go.
cereal. I'd rate it a solid
But how does it?
7.
How does your
Or
sex drive feel?
lesser for eating?
Mr. Kellogg, a
cornflakes.
physician, was uncomfortable at sex, believed it was unhealthy for the body, mind, and soul.
To
He
be
would
fair, though,
celebrate having
to be
never
fair to the guy, he did a good job of setting up a business. That is an enterprise.
Yeah.
That is.
What if like it turned out he messed up somewhere along in the formula and made like them more turned on?
I still think he's I also think the person who invented Vaseline is probably in a giant vat of Vaseline.
we debunked this, Tom. You can't cure anything by dunking yourself.
They're
in
just
Vaseline.
waiting to
No,
free
I
him from the
think he's still in
Vaseline.
there. No, I reckon because it's airtight, isn't it?
I
The
don't,
guy who
I
invented
don't
the
know.
Ouija board, his
Well,
gravestone
no,
is a
this is
Ouija
what,
board.
as in-
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool. Mr. Vaseline.
Sorry.
Well, in case he needs to chat, make some business deals.
Well, they
We're
just
putting it in tubs now and lipsticks.
What, Vaseline and lipstick?
Oh yeah, the little tubes
Oh, yeah,
you put on your face.
what? No, you're on about lip balm.
That's the one.
That's not
What?
Vaseline.
so they encased him in lip
Vaseline
balm.
lip balms, can't you?
Don't think so.
Luke,
What's
You've got
Vaseline?
Vaseline
What
lip
is
balms,
Vaseline used for anyway? Oh, what
the
is
guy
it?
who dunked himself in Vaseline had he was minutes left to live, and then he survived.
How do you know this?
I
It
saw
was
it on an
him.
Instagram post
Oh
one
my-
time on some
What?
That's
dodgy
very
Indian fact
reliable.
page.
So you say that Daily Mail is bad, but then you're like, oh, Instagram post.
No, I
Trustworthy.
I trust it. I feel like Jack Daniels also. There was a fact about him. He was apparently a terrible person.
I thought you were going to say something else and it ends with like an R after the third letter.
Trying to figure it out.
Terrible. Terror.
I'm dyslexic, so I can't work this out.
Yeah, I'm borderline dyslexic.
Ist.
Oh,
Terrapin?
terrorist.
He's a terrapin.
What's a terrapin?
It's like a little turtle.
What?
I love turtles.
It's like,
this like-
am I
No,
right?
tortoise
A terrapin
is.
is like a turtle.
I want a
I'll
turtle.
be
Luke,
honest, I
look it
don't
up.
really know animals that well.
What's a terrapin?
I found out from that quiz.
A terrapin is one of several small species of turtle living in fresh or brackish water.
Ah.
Brackish water
There we
cherry.
go.
I'll show you brackish water.
It's a threat.
Anything can be a euphemism
Drown
if you
in a
want.
terrapin pit. Imagine if you
that
had
sounds
phobia
like
of
a really-
terrapins and very specifically terrapins.
That sounds like a really good villain thing. I'm like, go and send him to the terrapin pit.
Like, fine, it's a turtle. It's okay, it's a tortoise. Oh shit, it's a terrapin.
Who sees one and just goes, oh, that's a good name, terrapin. That sounds frightening.
They're really not a frightening
Yeah,
animal.
exactly.
They're called terrapin.
No, but isn't that what's the most dangerous animal in the world or something?
Honey
Mosquito.
badger.
And it's called a honey badger.
Yeah,
He's like, you want to hug it?
I know.
Oh, have you seen them? as
Honey
things?
badgers, like they've been imported, people have full on smacking them with machetes and it's just fine.
Yeah,
Because their skin's so elasticy and really
What does
fit.
a honey badger look like?
A badger on like this.
Badger on crack.
Yeah.
No, I'm not even
No,
joking.
but if
It
you cut
also
it,
looks
does
like
it,
a
does it
gun.
have a hard shell or what?
No,
Is it a shell?
it's a skin, but it's like really thick and rubbery. But also, it's really loose in them.
Yeah,
so-
that thing looks evil.
Like a badger on crack.
Okay, no. So
But the
what?
thing is,
Are
a
those
Wolverine,
No, that's
Wolverine is bigger and stronger than it, but its skin's thicker, so defense is really high. So like, a lion can bite onto it and it won't pierce its skin
Yeah.
because its skin's so big on it. It can spin around and then start attacking the lion when it's still in its mouth.
Honey badger can
That
take out
looks
a whole
spiky.
herd of lions.
Why would you call it a honey badger?
Because it likes honey and it's a badger.
It loves honey.
Does it really?
Like it's actually really well
Isn't that like a
named.
bear then? You just cover yourself in honey. It's like,
Like Winnie-the-Pooh.
How to bait Winnie-the-Pooh.
Like Google.
I'll lay in the
mountain.
bushes with the sniper rifle. Jared can run around in a field covered in
the way
honey,
you bait
and
Winnie
we'll
the
get that
Tom,
bastard.
the way you bait Winnie the Pooh out is by showing him Rabbit's hole.
Oh my god.
Imagine Winnie the Pooh getting his leg trapped in a bear trap.
Have you seen the gummy bears?
Ruining my
The
childhood.
gummy bear song. You've seen the gummy bear song where it's in the bear traps.
Yeah.
And it's screaming for its life.
You're like aiming down the scope and then Piglet comes along trying to pull him out.
Double kill.
Piglet gets...
It's like the bit from Harry Potter that's been edited with guns.
Oh yes.
It's just
Shoot
brain
Neville.
by Hermione. I'm sorry, Neville.
I'm
so
sorry,
funny.
little one.
Should name this episode Conspiracy Mess.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Dragon's Mess.
It's not my
I'm not
fault.
even sure if this should be released.
Why not? It's great.
So, this was our conspiracy theory episode, part 2 of the ChinWag Podcast. We definitely explored some tangents on it, so
What a
very
mess.
interesting.
What a sad little life, Jane.
That's just the Dalai Lama in Kettering. But this has been your regular host, me, Matt,
Me, Tom.
Me, Luke.
joined with some very, very special guests,
Extra special.
Jared and Callum. Thank you for joining us.
That's okay.
And
Thank
we,
you.
we hope to have you on the podcast at some point soon as well.
Definitely.
But for now, until next time, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Oh my God, there's a moth on
See
the
ya.
mic.